Welcome back everyone, I'm Plays Games, this is FTL, and we are exactly where we left off last time, just about to hit the next sector. So let's have a look what's in store. It's an NG sector, we only have one option, so let's take it. You've arrived in NG space. The Mantis have been threatening the NG core worlds, but you should be able to stock up for your journey. Now let's have a look at this sector map. Distress ping right up there, that is the first place we're going. It only connects to here. There's not that many pings here, and most of them are kind of in the middle. So I think we'll go distress down and then start coming into the middle. Let's see where this sends us. The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire and their repair crew cannot approach without being fired upon. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. Well, we can help them. There's a few things you can do. You can try and fire on it, but we have an NG crew. So blue is quite often the best option. It's not always the best option, but in this case I think it might be. Let's remotely repair their targeting system. Your crew member is able to remotely fix a glitch in the defense AI, allowing the repair crew to close in and finish the job. The station gives you its thanks along with a reward. And the reward is 2 missiles, 1 drone and 57 scrap. Because we're now in Sector 4, you will notice that the rewards are getting larger and larger. And that 57 is going to be multiplied by 10% because of our scrap arm. So we won't go up to 67, we'll go up to significantly more. We'll go up to 72, which is nice. That's not bad for the first ping in a new sector. I did say we were going to do nothing but buy power bars for a while, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so now we can actually have a defense drone in space and still have, for instance, full power to the medbay. That's pretty good. Onwards, well, downwards. Hey, an NG ship in the vicinity, seeing you jump in onto the teeth, immediately broadcasts its surrender. Subject goal, wealth. NG motivation, survival. Transfer of goods acceptable? You can explain that you're friendly, in which case they're just confused, or you can just accept their offer of surrender and get free stuff. So, I like free stuff. The NG obediently transfer over the goods and go on their way. Money for nothing. 1 fuel, 1 missile, and another 25 scrap, which will be 28 scrap. There we go, 27. Ooh, another distress ping. Let's have a look. You arrive to find a ship floating amongst some debris. Hello, our impulse drives are shot and we can't jump. Could you give us some fuel? We've got 20 fuel. I think we can spare them 3 of that. So let's give them some fuel. We give them the fuel. Hey, thank you. Perhaps as payment, our engineer can optimize your ship's reactor. Nice. 1 power bar for free. That saved us 30 scrap. That's lovely. Ooh, stores. So I think we can do... Now, if we go down here, we're only going to get 1, 2, and then have to go to the store, then come down here, and then kind of go straight to the exit. If we go up this way, all these pings are connected to the store. So we can just work along these pings, get as many as we can until the fleet's like just before the store, and then go to the store and then jump out. Because as we see, if we follow the lines back, this one leads to this one and this one leads to the store. So we can get to the exit 2 jumps from the store. So let's go up and keep farming scrap and then go to the store. I don't think we need to go to the store right now. We're not desperate for anything. A cluster of NG satellites in orbit of a nearby planet are the only clue the mechanical species was ever here. You have other places to be. An empty ping. How annoying. Waste of fuel, nothing earned. I hate those kind of things. The only other ship at this beacon messages you. Finally, after months of waiting, someone's fallen into our trap. Let's continue and immediately pause. Okay, they have a burst laser Mark II which fires 3 shots and a little laser Mark I that does 1 shot. So they do 4 shots, we've got 3 shields, but statistically speaking 30% of all of their shots are going to miss, so at least one of their shots should miss each time. But mathematics is not a certainty, so we should be okay. They do not have a medical bay, they do have a teleporter. So I am going to jump into their shields. Okay, cool. Oh, and their NG has decided to jump into a room with a mantis in it. Okay, let's get our other mantis in there. We'll have to watch our guys, because they're going to take area of effect damage when the Zoltan dies, which is going to be very quickly. Yeah, we're okay. We're good. Ooh, speaking of Zoltans, now that the ship has been emptied of hostiles, you search it. Eventually you find a prisoner who offers to join your crew. And we got ourselves a Zoltan. This is very interesting. Now we have a decision to make, because the Zoltan we've just been awarded has green weapons training already. Our other human, king, well, you've only actually fired your weapon 4 times, so let's not have you here. Let's have you here, and king can go and be shields. Okay, Alison and Lang are now both fully trained close combat, so let's get Alexei and Leo June to be here. Then the other 2 mantis can just kind of hang out in this empty room, ready to jump into the teleporter and board the next ship. As we see here, we have this special yellow bar here. That is free power that is being generated by Maxwell. If we were to move Maxwell out of the gun room, that goes away and it becomes green because it's now actually running off battery power. So when we put Maxwell in here, we get 1 free power bar. Nice. And it means that if this room gets ioned, like if any, like an ion bomb or an ion missile or something, or even an ion charge hits the room, he will always be powering it to at least 1. So that 1 weapon, which uses 1 power on the left hand side, will always be able to fire, even if it's ioned. Which is really rather nice, I think. So I think, just for just now, we'll have the basic laser and heavy laser turned on. And we'll keep 2 spare power bars to use a defense drone if we have to. Now Maxwell's green trained, so he charges up his weapons 15% faster, which is lovely. Okay, let's move on. You've arrived at a nearby NG construction yard. Most NG maintain their bipedal appearance out of habit, but here you see a number of NG hives working together to create massive organic machines adept at building ships. Truly a sight to behold. Nothing to do here. Well, this fly around the store and collect scrap has been a waste of time, isn't it? We only actually had 1 thing out of the 3 pings. We're immediately contacted by a settlement. Hello travellers, your ship seems to be outfitted for combat. Care to take up a bit of mercenary work? This sounds interesting, so let's listen to the offer. A space dock is under assault from the rebels. Although the dock is technically illegal within their laws, it's very important for our trade. We'll pay you in fuel and scrap if you promise to save them. Alright, we'll agree to rescue the store. They transmit the space dock's coordinates, and they've added a quest marker to our map. I believe this is the first distress ping which has actually resulted in a quest marker. And luckily for us, it's right next to the exit. It could have been here, it could have been here, it's random. So now we're going to fly backwards into the store, do this ping, then the quest, and then get out of here. We might have enough time to do this ping as well. Store, let's go. We only made 66 scrap here. Okay, what have we got? We have cloaking device, FTL jammer, we know what that does, we've got 1 reverse ion field. Protects your ship from ion damage, giving a 50% chance to negate it entirely. That's really rather good. I probably will buy that. Let's have a look at page 2 in case something better pops up. Anti-personnel drone. This stays on board your ship and engages any boarders, but we've got 4 mantis on our ship, so we don't really need that. Beam drone 1 flies around, tries to do a little mini beam thing on enemy ships if their shields are down. Not that good. We've already discussed why I don't like defense drone 2s. Pike beam, like a mini beam, but draws a huge big long line. Again, only works if enemy shields are down. Small bomb, we know what that does, we've got 1. Fire beam, very funny weapon, also known as the war crimes beam, much in the same way that the fire bomb we had earlier is known as the war crimes bomb. This is also like a mini beam, but it draws a big long line and has a really high chance to set a fire on every square, not just every room, but every square that it touches. You can completely set almost all of a ship on fire with that. It's really funny, but we ain't going to be using that. We're just going to buy the ion field. So now we're ignoring 50% of ion, which is great. Scrap recovery arm, that's good. And I think we'll just hang on to 21 scrap. Okay, I think we have enough time to go to this little ping, then this one, then the quest, and then out. You receive a distress call from a nearby NG ship. Assistance requested, danger present, imminent destruction. Well, let's help them out, shall we? Oh, you receive another message from the ship, this time with a Mantis at the comm. Foolish meat sacks, he yells. Sensors indicate the ship is moving into attack and boarders teleport in from the station. Intruders on board. Okay, let's pause. Identify. Well, there's 2 Mantis on our ship, but our 4 Mantis versus their 2 Mantis, not going to be a problem. Identify their weapons. What we have here is a particularly nasty ion weapon. This is an Ion Blaster Mark II, and that has a cycle time of 4 seconds. Every 4 seconds it's going to be like pew, 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 firing ions. But luckily for us, we've just bought an augment. That means 50% of the time these ions won't do anything. But 50% of the time they will. And these things can knock down shields really quickly. As we know, ion damage lasts, I think it's 3 or 4 seconds. Ion damage stacks, so by the time that it's just about finished its last ion, the next ion bolt will hit, and these things can strip down theoretically any number of shields as long as they hit. So they've got that, that's a concern. And they've got a little laser 1, which is not a concern at all, unless their shields go down. Crew-wise, they have 2 more Mantis, no medical bay, and no teleporters. So these teleporters are the only ones they're going to have. What they have is their own defense drone Mark II. So let's just get our boarding crew to go and kill their boarding crew. Here we are. That ion was negated. That one was negated. Let's get our guys in the med bay. We don't really care if they damage the drone system as long as they don't destroy it. Because if a system is destroyed, it knocks 1 square off your hull. And that can be really annoying. There they go, they're dead. No, don't fix that. We'll get someone else to fix that. You guys go in here. Now, we seem to be resisting most of the ion, and they're missing an awful lot, but I don't want to tempt fate. Let's just get on board our ship and immediately get our next 2 guys ready to go. I'm just going to fire both of our weapons. So this will do 3 shots. This will shoot down one of them. One of them's going to hit the shield, and the other one's going to hit their shield room. If they all hit, of course. Cool. Set fire to the shield room. 2 Mantis versus a whole load of fire. They're going to very quickly not be able to fix that. And then run out of the room before they burn to death. Jolly good. Right, we got lucky there. Very lucky. Whichever one of our lasers it is that hit that, I'm pretty sure it was a heavy laser. Set fire to it. And Mantis are very, very slow at putting out fires. And that worked in our favour. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship. You strip it of useful materials. 2 missiles, 1 drone, 54 scrap, which will of course be closer to 60, 59, lovely. Get our guys out of here before they burn to death. Get the Mr. Fix-It NG to go and fix that. Heal our guys. Nice. Right, that's that fixed. Everyone back to stations. I think I'm going to buy another... I'm going to buy another level in weapons, just so we can have the small bomb on if we need to, and we can take 1 point of damage in the weapons room and it won't knock off any of our weapons. And with the last 30, yeah, going to buy another power bar, just so we've always got 2 spares so we can launch defense drones. Okay, we do have enough time to go here and then out. Good. As soon as you arrive, a small Mantis ship detaches from a wreck and jumps away. You must have interrupted their salvage operation because you find a weapon ready to be installed. Right, we've got ourselves another 25 scrap and a hull beam. Nice. And hull beam is just another beam laser that draws a line across the ship. And this does 1 damage per room as long as the shields are down, and it does double damage on systemless rooms. So if you find an enemy ship like ours, draw a line from here to here. This room will take 2, that will take 2, and that will take 2. So that can really wreck a ship which has got lots of empty rooms in it. But I like the weapons we've got, so we'll just sell that at a store. Big jump forward. Nice. Let's do this quest and rescue the space dock. Once you arrive at the beacon, you detect a rebel scout assaulting a compound on a nearby desolate moon. Well, let's do what we came here for and engage the rebel and rescue the space dock. Okay, what they have is a little Diddy laser Mark 1 and a mini beam, so they cannot hurt us in any way. You've got a defense drone 1 that shoots down missiles. We don't fire missiles, so who cares? You've got 3 crew members, no med bay, so this is going to be over very quickly. These are repair drones. They have hardly any health, but they repair things extremely quickly. If we put a couple of rounds into the shield room, we'll miss. Well, I was going to show you how quickly repair drones repair things, but I think we're going to win this fight before they get a chance. Okay, they're going to have to do the old switcheroo, but it's going to be pretty clutch. That was close. Oh, hello. This is cool. The outpost hails you. Thank you. I don't know what we did to anger the rebels, but they were ready to kill us. I will show you our goods and patch up your hull. They gave us 33 scrap, fixed up 5 hull points, and it's a store. Let's close the store just now and retrieve our guys and heal them up. Then we'll have a look at the store. Wow, lots of rewards. I think we'll sell the hull beam, and I'll probably sell the combat drone Mark II that we've been carrying around for basically the whole run. So store. They only have this one page, you don't have anything else. So let's sell the hull beam and the combat Mark II. There we are, 135 scrap. Long range scanners, shield charge booster. We are running a little bit low on fuel, so let's buy some fuel. You will notice that this is greyed out because we're full, we cannot hire anyone. If we want to hire any of these people, we'd have to dismiss one of our own first. Okay, what can we do with 126 scrap? One thing I'm going to do right now is upgrade the crew teleporter to maximum and buy a power bar to power that. So the cooldown is only 10 seconds, so we can get 2 lots of Mantis on any ship. And we can even, if we meet advanced automated scouts, we can beam people on board and smash up some systems and then come back before they die. And I would really quite like to start getting our engines up. So we'll just depower the medbay to 1. It doesn't need to be on 2. We'll put that on engines. So engines evasion is now 35 when it was 30. Good. And that also speeds up the time to spool up our FTL drive. That was excellent. A store just before the end. Fantastic. Hey, you've arrived at the long range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Let's see what else happens here. You are immediately hailed by a mobile docking platform upon arrival. Welcome to Uncle Joe's Fix-It shop. Need a tune-up? We got you covered. This is usually like a cheaper upgrade. We inquire and they offer to upgrade a reactor in exchange for some scrap. And yes, reactor power bars would cost us 30. They're offering it to us for 25. We've only got 21, so we're declining that offer. You thank them and prepare to move on. Right. Let's get a move on. Now where do we want to go? Pirate controlled or civilian sector? Let's do the fun path. Let's do the pirate path. If the reports are true, this area has been under the control of pirates for quite some time. Some traders still attempt to trade with the few settlements that remain, but they do so at great risk. Let's have a look at this map. Okay, this nebula we're in is just literally this ping here. Well, we've got one option. There's not that many pings here. So I think we'll try and hit like this one, this one, maybe that one, and then work our way up and do all these ones up here. Yep. These maps are all randomly generated. They're different every time. As soon as you arrive, a small ship decloaks behind yours. You immediately power up the shields and weapons, but they continue on their trajectory unimpressed. You try to calm your nerves. Right. A nothing beacon. An especially well-armed pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members and the rest of you can go free. No. We will never surrender one of our crew to you guys. So, let's have a look. They have a heavy laser 1, and this is a halberd beam. Much bigger and badder than the mini beam. It draws a longer line and can hit more rooms, and it does 2 damage per room, minus 1 damage for each operational shield. This laser can only take down one of our shields, and this will not be able to penetrate the remaining 2, so they cannot hurt us. Mantis, 2 humans, teleporter, and medbay. One of the humans is about to teleport in here to his death. Just like so. These guys will take care of him. Instead of wasting a bomb to destroy their medbay, I'm going to try and do it with my lasers. So let's fire them both. Well, that worked. Oh lordy, did that work. Let's just go in here. Good. That's attracted their attention. These 2 mantis are fine. They're absolutely healthy. And in a few seconds, they're going to jump in. Draw them into the shields, and everyone else is going to go in here as well. Get the human back on station. And there we go. Nice combined arms. You scan the ship and detect no further life signs. It appears the slaves died in the fight. You strip the ship and prepare to jump. 1 fuel, 2 missiles, and 63 scrap, which is going to be 70 something. 69. Nice. Get these guys in here. No store. We're at the stage where we're earning so much scrap from each encounter that it's always worth checking the map for a store before you decide to spend any scrap. I'm going to spend some now. 1 in the engine, 1 in the power bars. Right, good. And onwards we go, onwards and downwards. I think we should be able to get back to this one before we head up north again. Let's have a look. After a short time, you receive a message. Hello, I hope it's not a bother, but I'm looking for an escort to a nearby system. This region is quite dangerous and our ship is not well armed. Alright, we'll accept that. They're giving us 1 fuel. Great. Take this bit of fuel as a down payment. We'll be 1 step behind you, following your jump signatures. We don't want to take any risks now, do we? And it's added a quest marker to our map. You get various rewards for escorting them to where they want to be. And they want to go here. So that's fine. I mean, as I said, these quests are always random. Quite often it'll be like somewhere a million miles away. But that's where we're going to go anyway. We're going to go here, then up here, then drop them off, and then doodle around up here, and then get to the exit. So, happy days. We'll see what reward we get for escorting them home when we get there. Another unmanned ship patrols this area. You prepare the ship for combat. Okay. Ah, interesting. I've paused. Let's identify. You have a bomb of unknown type, a laser Mark 1, and a mini beam. So, mini beam and laser we're immune to because shields. Bomb we're not immune to. Missile we will be probably immune to by placing a defense drone 1. And what we have here is a cloaking device. When it's cloaked, our weapon charge is paused and we can't target anything. That's the cloaking device there. So I would quite like to smash the cloaking device. Good, they've bombed an empty room, which does nothing, because bombs don't actually do hull damage. Missiles do. Like if a missile hit an empty room, it'd do 1 or 2 points of hull damage, but bombs don't. And the good thing about enemy ships is that they only have 10 missiles on board, so they've fired 1 missile and 1 bomb, so it's only got 8 shots remaining now. Hey! Check that out. Our little laser shot down their missile. That is completely unintentional. But strange things like that do happen. Right. Although you can't see it behind your flames, we actually breached that. So this thing will not be cloaking anymore. Okay, that's not good. They've bombed the oxygen. So let's get all the Mantis in there to fix it. We're probably going to be fine because even though Mantis are repair at half speed, there is 4 of them. So that's like two normal people. So they'll be fine. That means we can keep the NG here to keep the evasion up to stop that happening again. Laser's ready. Nope. Little laser missed. Come on, big laser. Lovely. Knocked off everything but the bomb. That's annoying. And the bomb missed. Oh, little laser missed. Come on, big laser. Boom! Dead. And the Mantis repair crew have fixed the oxygen. Excellent. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of 3 fuel, 2 missiles and 46 scrap. Onwards. You arrive to find yourself extremely close to a star. You receive a message from a pirate ship. I'm glad you arrived. Our ship is damaged and we were getting desperate. I hope you don't mind if we take yours. Hostiles detected on board our ship. 3 humans versus 4 Mantis. This will be over quickly. And what we have here is these stars. When you're at these sun beacons, solar flares will light the ship on fire. So periodically we'll get a warning beacon and then the screen will flash and random fires will break out all over our ship. Unless of course, yeah, it looks like our FTL drive is going to charge up long before that actually happens, which is nice. Heal up as much as we can before we hear the warning. Well, the warning never happened, so everyone back to station. Let's just jump away and finish our quest. You escort the ship to the requested beacon. Much to your dismay, you're ambushed by a rebel ship. You walk right into their trap. Oh, we'll see about that. Right. If you saw that, very quick flash. Go back a couple of seconds and spot it. Something came flying out of their ship. And what it was a boarding drone. Boarding drones pass through your shields, smash through the hull, cause a breach, and then start roaming around your ship, fighting people and smashing stuff up. But they can be shot down by defense drones. So let's depower our medbay, turn on the defense drone. Weapons wise, what else have they got? They've got a missile, that's okay. Defense drone will shoot that down as long as the defense drone and boarding drone aren't both on this side of the screen at the same time, we should be okay. And they have a large laser, so we can ignore the large laser. They do have a medical bay, which is a bit of a pain, but we'll try and destroy that with our lasers. Hey, look at that, the defense drone completely failed to do anything. I told you, they don't always hit. Sometimes they do that, they miss. So we're going to have to take care of this guy before we do anything else. Okay, looks like these guys are going to get him. Yeah, good. Nice job. Right, our lasers are now ready, so let's try and destroy their... In fact, we'll just depower the shields because we don't need that many shields. Right, let's try and knacker their medbay. Nope. Shoot down this incoming drone, please. There we go. Now he's remembered how to be a defense drone. I'm just going to delay the heavy laser because I really want the little laser to take the shields down and then the big laser to fire. Dang it. This thing must have pretty high evasion because you really need all 3 of our laser blasts to hit. Well, if you want to jump into the medbay, then by all means, please do. Rather a lot of stuff is getting through here and I'm not a fan of the situation. It's not good. Right, everyone back on stations please. And can we please knock off their med bay? Okay, now our defense drone got shot down. So let's just put out the other one. This is why we have two. And before this repair drone gets in here and fixes that, because it'll fix it very quickly, let's move in and kill them all. Come on, kill the... You've got to be quick, because you've got to kill these repair drones before they actually repair the thing. And that's not easy to do. Let's get a 4 on 2. Right, well, they've run out of missiles now anyway. Hey! You find a weapon system on their ship with no crew to stop you, you can install it on your own. 30 war scrap and a heavy ion blaster. That's interesting. Heavy ion takes a little while to charge up, the same time as our heavy laser too, but it fires one shot, but that one shot does do 2 ion damage. That's pretty good against shields. That will at least knock down one shield, possibly 2, although I'm not quite sure. It does need 2 power, but we have got 113 scrap. I think I'm gonna install it and then buy another power bar and weapon upgrade. Is that what I wanted to do? Well, we've done it now anyway. Let's get the NG in here to fix this breach and then the system, and he'll be taking oxygen deprivation damage all the while he's doing it, but he'll be fine. The mid base next door. Just open the door, let the air in. That's a little tip. It's another good thing about having level 2 doors. Fires and oxygen leaks take a lot longer to affect nearby rooms. Okay, everyone back on station please, and we'll move on with our new ship loadout. 2 weapons that spool up in the same time. Okay, asteroid belt. We know how that goes. A pirate ship is lying in wait in this asteroid field. It immediately moves in to attack. Turn and fight. Okay, they've just teleported 2 Mantis onto our ship, so we're going to have to go and sort that out. Unfortunately, they're in a room with only 2 squares. What they have here is a burst laser Mark III. This fires 5 shots, but it takes an ungodly time to spool up, which is good for us, and a bomb of indeterminate nature. So I think we'll try and shoot their shields. They do have a medbay, but we're going to be busy with our boarding crew for a little while. Alright, heavy ion shields. And that seems to have missed. Let's get these Mantis up here to get healed, and these in here to kill that. Their bomb was a small bomb, and their Mark III is ready to fire. This is going to hurt. Okay, they managed to miss enough shots. We killed 1 Mantis, and 1 managed to warp out on 4 health. Oh, he'll be back. Right. Okay, so... Oh, god damn. Just when our heavy ion is hit and taking the shields down, I was just about to shoot the heavy laser and smash their weapons, and their bomb hit it and turned it off, so that's great. Let's get the NG up there to repair the weapons as quick as he can. And then get back here. Oops. Okay, it's all bad. Everything's bad. You go here, you go and fix this. Bring the heavy laser back online. Kill that Mantis faster, guys. He's going to warp away again. Good. Got him. Right. Heavy ion. Good. Smashed their weapons. Missed. Not good. We're going to have to be careful here. Our NG might actually die. Let's try and go for the crew kill. So let's jump on board. Then the next 2, get ready to go. NG's going to have to go and heal himself. Now, let's see what happens here. Good. Right, let's try and smash the weapons. This guy's going to be preoccupied with the shields. This guy's being healed, so we're free to break whatever we want. And now you can fix this. Dang it. There we go, that's the big gun off. Come on, Mantis, break the bomb. Break the bomb. I mean, they must have pretty high level weapons. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But, no. Escape. Escape. I did a bad thing. I accidentally forgot that I left Mantis in the shield room and they've taken the shields down and we're in an asteroid belt, so let's actually let them repair their shields. Please repair your shields. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, okay, we need to evacuate their ship until they fix the shields. That was a bad thing I did. Please fix your shields again. Okay, and they're breaking out into fires. This is a good thing. Okay, so they've got at least one shield. Oh, I need them to fix their shields up to level 2 again. The theory is that we can get enough Mantis on board the ship. 2 of them preoccupy the crew, whilst the other 2 destroy the medbay. That's the theory. Okay, they're back to level 2 shields. First 2 in piloting. Second 2 will go into the... Let's just leave one Mantis there so we're killing it slightly less fast. Their shield room's broken, so they've run in there. That's good for us. No, it's not. Let's run into the shields and distract them through the flames. Good. No. Good. Yes. Good. We did it. We're slightly on fire. Let's bring these 2 guys back. Wow. I nearly made a complete tit of that, didn't I? But anyway, we won. You find a weapon system on their ship with no crew to stop you. You can install it on your own. 25 scrap and a Pegasus missile system. I'll talk about Pegasus missiles after I've rescued my crew. Come on, spin round faster. We don't want to burn alive on this dead ship. I made some bad decisions in that fight. Dear Lord, what a disaster. Right, you go here, you go here, you go and get fixed, and you go and get fixed. The problem with Zoltans is that as they move around the ship, they will redistribute power. And sometimes they can just throw things off kilter. Like, because they're a moving power source, as we'll see, the battery kind of goes up and down and the powers go all over the place and it can really knacker things. That's another good reason why it's good to have spare reactor energy. Okay. I will discuss the Pegasus missile when we get a chance. Nearby space station hails you. Greetings, your arrival is most fortuitous. We recently came across some extra drones. If you have some fuel, perhaps we can make a deal. They want to sell us 3 drones for 3 fuel. We've got 10 drones, we don't need more. We've only got 7 fuel, we need that, so reject that offer. Right, let's talk about Pegasus missiles. These require 3 power to fire. The little missiles that enemies fire at us is just an Artemis missile that takes 1 power to fire, but this fires 2 missiles, but it doesn't actually remove 2 missiles, so we would not go down to 17. For instance, if we fired it, we would go down to 18, and it splits it into 2 projectiles, each of which does 2 normal damage. So this does 4 damage and ignores shields, which is lovely. It's a nice weapon. I'm going to hang on to that. We might need it at a later date. You arrive to have a small fleet of NG ships target you with a message. Piracy results in negative societal impact. Not permitted. You assure them of your honest intentions and they allow you to pass. Nothing happened here. Ooh, distress ping. Well, we'll do it. Probably not got time to do any quest that it gives us unless it gives you the quest in the next sector, which is something that can happen. You follow the distress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the belt. Let's hail them and offer assistance. They respond, help, our shields are down and we won't last long. We can try to shield their ship with our ship. We can not risk it and run away. We can expend the defense drone to protect their ship, or we can beam the crew aboard. I think we'll do the teleporter thing. There we go. They reluctantly agree. Once aboard, you watch as their ship crashes against a massive rock. They thank you, but say, I don't know what we'll do without our ship. As the captain, I feel obligated to help you with your mission. And we've been given Phillips, who is on Rock, as a new crew member. So let's have a look. Okay, now this automatically brings up this screen, because we've got too many crew. I quite like having rocks in my piloting room, because enemies really like to teleport inside the piloting room, or set it on fire, or do nasty things with it. And whoever's in piloting never really has to move out of piloting, because we need to have someone piloting the ship at all times. And rocks are immune to fire, so we can put any fires out, and he has 150 health. So he can survive a couple of boarding crew on his own by the time we get the Mantis there. So even though he's fully trained, we're going to say goodbye to Matthew. And Phillips is going to be our new captain, and just like that, he'll get trained up pretty quickly. Okay, we're going to have to go straight to the exit. That's slightly annoying. You've arrived at a long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Okay, you recognise the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you labourers for cheap. Well, let's just beam someone aboard and try and free a slave. No, didn't work. Damn it. Okay, what we have weapons-wise. Burst laser 1 that does 2, so we don't care about that. And a dirty, great big missile launcher. That could be a breach missile, it could be a hull missile, it could be something else that's evil. It'll take a long time to charge up, but if it hits, it'll absolutely wreck us. So, Defense Drone 1, please orbit and please hit. Crew-wise, 1 Mantis, 1 human, 1 NG and a med bay. Defense-wise, they have 2 shield bubbles. So let's just teleport 2 Mantis on, and 10 seconds later we'll get the other 2 in. We'll just run this first lot around and kind of kite them a bit. Weapons are ready. Let's ion the shields and then try and heavy laser their thing, which we missed. Okay, everyone into the shield room, please. Let's just smash the shields. We'll just ion the shields and then try and smash the room. Good, medbay's on fire. Here comes the human, he's going to die very soon. And there we go. Hey. It appears the slaves did not survive the fighting. We stripped the ship, we hear a latch, another hidden compartment with another... How many hidden compartments do these ships have? And we have been offered Swamps, who is a Mantis, who is already green fisticuffs trained. And 3 fuel, 2 missiles and 64 scrap on top of that. Well, I don't think we need Mr. Green, because we have 4 fully trained Mantis already, so goodbye. You're free, Mr. Swamps. You can do whatever you want with your life. So that's good. All 4 of our Mantis are now fully trained badasses. This is very, very encouraging. Well, let's actually spend some money, shall we? I would quite like to have more power bars. In fact, let's just push it all the way. And I'm going to get another one in drone control as well. Just because, I mean, we've taken a few hits to the drone control. We've been very close to the defense drone 1 being turned off by these hits. I'd rather not risk that. And having spare power is never a bad thing. We can always, like, put the extra bomb. We can do that. I mean, that's everything fully powered apart from the oxygen. You don't need that fully powered. You only ever need to turn that up if you've been, like, venting out your rooms and you need to get the oxygen back on quickly. Sector 5 has been quite good to us. We've done really rather well. Again, been having pretty good luck. We've got a heavy ion. I'm not sure whether it's any better or worse than the basic laser. We'll hang on to it just now. Reversed ion field paid for itself immediately. We've got a really good missile system, even though it needs 3 power to fire. Mantis are all fully trained up. Ship upgrades are looking great. So we'll come back in the next episode and we'll see how Sectors 6 and probably Sector 7 treat us. Do look after yourself until then, and I'll speak to you again soon.